of my new instruments.
The school board would simply like to rethink how the rest of the grant money is being distributed.
We can't do a show without that money. We need lights, sound. He ordered a cello.
Is Coach Bob behind this? Is it about the new weight room?
They feel it might have been a hasty decision to put all of our eggs in one basket.
What other basket is there? We're the only basket in town.
Rob, did you hear this?
Stuart's giving away all our money.
It isn't me.
I just got off the phone with the superintendent.
It's a capital improvement fund. It can be spent any way the school board sees best fit.
It was intended for us.
I don't like getting pushed around any more than you do, but I think the message is loud and clear. Do you want your money?
Rob, don't start. We can't jeopardize finishing the auditorium. We start rehearsals in 4 weeks. Fine. Greg Barnes can have the part.
No, he cannot.
It's going to be a pretty dull show without lights or a sound system.
We'll pay for it ourselves.
Who will? The 3 of us?
I don't have that kind of money. I'm behind as it is.
The drama department. You're a math whiz. Come on. We have a brand new auditorium. 400 seats. We sell out every performance. $10 a ticket. We make $80 a night on the concession stand.
Do you know what it costs to buy 1 light?
We'll sponsor a school dance, sell raffle tickets. And if that isn't enough, I'll float a personal loan.
That doesn't make any sense.
So please tell Mr. Barnes we are grateful for any portion of our money he decides to give us. The rest will come from our own pockets. If it takes 10 years to pay it off, so be it.
You're assuming you get to control the money that comes in from production.
Of course we do.
The school board will also exercise their right to control all money that comes in from ticket sales.
They can't do that.
Any and all monies taken in on school property belong to the school and therefore can be allocated any way the school board sees best benefits the students.
If I have no choice, I have no choice.
Excellent, I'll call Mr. Barnes.
We'll go back to performing our shows at the gymnasium.
What?
Don't you dare!
The same way we have for 16 years.
Oh, come on!
We just spent 3 years getting this thing built.
And when the judges from the Jester Awards come, they will see the most outrageous. Here's what we're going to do. I love this. Instead of trying to cover up the gym, we'll make it an environmental theater. We'll make the whole thing look like a sock hop. Grease lighting in Whoville. And when we win our award, when I give our acceptance speech, I will expose Ted Barnes and his hypocrisy. Everyone will see that their tax dollars have paid for an auditorium that will sit empty because his son didn't get to play the Cat in the Hat in the marginal hit Broadway show, Seussical. And when the community turns on Ted Barnes, when no one votes for him at re-election, he will then learn the true power of musical theater.
Is that how you want to play this?
I am not playing. This is not a game.
I'd be very careful if I were you. Have you had time to look at my speech?
And how hard is it to write a 10-minute speech? Well, and every mother working the lunch line telling us how to cast our shows. We have a responsibility. It's done. There's nothing more that can do to us.
We understand.
Elise?
Yes, of course. I have class.
I did it. I found some books by, I don't know, some French guy. And he says, civilizations have only been created by intellectual aristocracies, never by crowds. Crowds are only powerful for destruction, proving that people only get dumber when they get the crowd.
I say the individual is dumb. When a community rallies to build a new theater, we are smart. When we do a painting, is the painting not better when it's done in a group? When we discuss a script, do we understand it better after hearing others' opinions? Count, counterpoint, argument. You have 1 minute.
Yeah, well, there's only one set designer, one playwright, and one director.
That's it. That's your entire argument.
I just started reading the book.
You still have 45 more seconds left. 44, 43, forfeiting your turn.
Okay. A guy robs a bank. Everyone gets in their head that this one guy did it. People can come forward to the witness and say, that's him. I saw that man rob the bank. 6 months later, the guy was hung, and someone from the bank feels so guilty that he comes forward and says he did it himself.
But that decision came from the stupidity of one person, did it not? A boy is lost in the woods. No one can find him until they look at the exact average response of where everyone thought he might be. A boy's life was saved because of group intelligence. This is how we create nations. This is how we make governments. This is why we have democracy. Write your paper.
Could you say that all into my iPhone?
To be or not to be? That is the question. And the answer? We will be. But we will be 3 weeks later. Due to circumstances that are out of our control, we will begin rehearsals 3 weeks later in play. And another small glitch. Susical will not be opening in our new auditorium. We'll go back to performing in the gymnasium one last time. And I know, for some of us, this is a huge disappointment. But look on the bright side. Hark what light through yonder window break. This is a terrific chance for us to show our strength, our solidarity. If the whole world is a stage, why can't we perform anywhere? Please note that everybody involved is doing their best for the good of the play. Parents, students, the community. Oh, what men dare do. And we will, in fact, ado. Chippewa Valley Drama Department, we are number 1, and we shall remain number 1. Once more then, students, unto the breach. We're in the jungle, the sun beating down on our fur. We run.
I'm blind.
I'm climbing a tree.
I'm getting hungry. We stop to pillage for food.
I'm eating seeds.
I caught a fish.
I found an Oreo. Now, build a sustenance. Our animals must build a place to rest.
Mom, I'm sorry, but I'm seeing.
We're exploring our animals in their natural habitat.
Yeah, well, I don't want to tell you what that looks like. I was looking for you, David. Miss Arvea needs someone to demonstrate to her class how to properly sew a pleat.
She doesn't know how?
Of course she does. She just wants to intimidate the others by showing that even a boy can do it. Oh my God, my heart is racing.
You know, I don't think I want to be that boy.
It's okay. Come on, you can teach me too.
Sarah, this sudden interest in sewing.
David's helped me bring out my creative side.
I can see that.
He's taught me how to build sets and props, and you know what? It's really all not that boring.
Goodness.
Wait! It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Mr. C's pop quiz. You must first answer 3 questions correctly. She played Eliza Doolittle on Broadway, who was passed over for the film of My Fair Lady.
Julie Andrews.
Gwen Verdon played Lola Lola, Damn Yankees, was married to what famous choreographer / director of Cabaret and Damn Yankees?
Bob Fosse.
What do you win the Triple Crown for?
Cabaret.
Why does he always choreograph the hat?
Mr. C, give the guy a break.
How would I know all this?
What was the original title to Oklahoma?
Kentucky.
With only 3 answers correct, you are officially a musical theater semi-geek. Anything you'd like to playing? Oh, musical theater, semi-geek, son of Thespius and Dionysus.
Yeah. Get me out of here.
So, put down your eraser and step away from the board. The three of us are having dinner tonight.
Who?
You, me, and my new beau, William. He picked me up last night in his brand new Lexus. He opens the door, a huge bouquet of flowers in the front seat. I read the card, you drive me crazy. Then he gives me a bag of gummy bears filled with calcium. I don't care about your bones, I'm not just interested in jumping them. And a huge hunk of chocolate shaped like a candle. You light up my life.
You let this man in your house?
William's picking us up after school. I've already found a babysitter, so you can't say no. Good. See you at 4:30.
I've already ordered pizzas. We have a group of kids coming in after school to build sets. Or rather, rebuild what we already started. I had to remake everything to fit in the gymnasium.
Oh, you need me to be here?
You can pick up the pizzas.
What are you doing?
I really like you. You know that, don't you?
Good. Because I really...
I've never liked a boy the way that I like you.
You're the best, you know that?
Know what I want you to do for me?
Name it.
Show me how to make a pleat.
You're on.
So I was called down to the office the other day.
What'd they say? Talk Rob and a change in the casting?
They didn't bring up casting at all.
Good. You know why? I called every PTA member, every parent, every graduate I could get a hold of, and then told them to write, email, fax, every board member, and tell them to leave our show alone.
They wanted to talk about your teaching methods.
They know my teaching methods.
I said you were the best teacher in this school district.
I've had the same teaching methods for 16 years.
They wanted to know about you personally. If you were married, were you seeing anyone?
They're interested in my personal life.
They're interested in the time you spend with the students. Did I ever catch you alone with a student? Did I ever catch you spending inappropriate time with students outside of school?
At least, what did you say to them?
The truth?
What did you tell them?
I said I didn't feel comfortable talking about another teacher's private life, and why didn't they just speak to you directly instead of dragging a bunch of teachers down to their offices?
How many teachers are they talking to?
I don't know.
Elise.
I don't know.
Suddenly my life and work are being scrutinized.
They talked about cutting back my classes, moving me to another school.
Elise, what did you say?
The lesson on pleats has been completed. I put a new seat on the bike. Is that okay? It looks really cool.
Fine with me. It's yours now.
So, you know the handlebars need to be tightened. That's probably why you ran into that mailbox.
Mr. C gave you a bike. That was awfully nice. When did you do that?
A couple weeks ago.
It was rusting in my basement.
We'll talk later.
So, Susicle is going to take place in a gym?
Good luck justifying that, huh?
Maybe it's the only large room in Whoville. The gymnasium of Who High.
The only large enough place to fit everyone. And they're scared. Something's threatening Whoville. And the only way to feel safe is being close to one another.
Sounds good.
You didn't go to McDonald's with the others?
They left without me. It's okay. At my old school, they try to beat me up. Here, they just ignore me. I figure I'm moving up.
David, when you said you had trouble at your last school,
Let's just say they didn't like me. I didn't like them. I became an outcast. But I can use that for my character now because the Cat in the Hat doesn't fit in either. He's an outcast too.
I just want to let it know, if you ever want to talk about it.
There's nothing to talk about, Mr. C. None of that matters to me anymore. What matters is this. This year, nothing is more important than what we are doing right now. Mr. C, I get to be the Cat in the Hat, the greatest storyteller in the world.
Yes, you do.
Want to hear my character description?
Please.
Loner, funny, charming, loves to sing and dance, likes to bring joy into other people's lives, likes large hats.